Hey, what's up YouTube? I hope everybody's having a great day. In today's video, we're gonna cover how to calculate your net worth. Your net worth is all of your assets, all the things you own, minus your liabilities, the things that you owe for or things that drain you money. Let's dive right into it. Okay, so let's dive into what is net worth. Well, what net worth is basically your assets minus your liabilities. Okay, so you might have heard of people talking about net worth. Maybe it's about rich people like Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk, or maybe it's about some celebrity that you're obsessed about. And basically they throw out things like, you know, so-and-so is worth $100 million or so-and-so is worth $100 billion, and what does that number mean? You might also hear things like, oh, he's a millionaire when they describe somebody. Maybe it's your boss at work, or maybe it's a neighbor down the street. And what does that actually mean? Does it mean this person has $1 million in their bank account and they can go out and do whatever they want with it? Or does it mean something else? So I kind of wanted to dive in and break it down for those who are not aware. But basically, net worth is your assets minus your liabilities. So when we talk about assets, these are typically things that are increasing in value over time, and they're not costing you money as time progresses. So for example, your car is a liability. Even though it has worth to it, as time goes by, the value of the car is decreasing. Whereas your house, well, that is an asset because it is growing as time goes by, meaning that the value of this house is increasing. So how would one calculate their net worth? Well, basically, you want to list out of all the assets that you own. And typically, you know, that starts out with your bank account, and that's the cash that you have. So how much money do you have in your bank? You're gonna take that, and then you're gonna add how much investments do you have. So do you have a 401k or an IRA, or maybe it's a pension that you have, or maybe you have a brokerage account, you know, in the stock market. So we're gonna call this investments. And then we're going to add anything else that has value. For example, real estate. Now, real estate, how do we figure out what our real estate is worth? Well, if it's something that you've purchased recently, let's say within the last 6 months, you can kind of assume the value of this property is what you paid for it, unless you've done a lot of improvements. You can also get a ballpark estimate by just using Zillow, and they have the whole estimate. Although it's not 100% accurate, but it'll get you in the right place. And then we're going to add anything else that you might have of value. And that could be some gold, precious metals, maybe it's some coins that you have, anything else that seems to hold its value as time's going by. So you add all these things together and you get a number. And let's say in this example, when I add all these things together, we'll say that we have in our bank account $5,000. Let's say in our investments we have $30,000. Let's say in real estate our house is worth $150,000. And let's say we have some gold chains or necklaces or something that might be worth $2,000. So we're going to add all this up. So $187,000, and this will be our assets. Okay, so now we need to figure out what our liabilities are. So what are our liabilities? Well, typically liabilities are debts that we have. Either it's our credit card debts, it's our personal loans, it's our student loans, it's our mortgage, maybe it's a car payment. We'll leave it at that. So for example, let's say we have $3,000 in credit card debt. Maybe we have a $5,000 personal loan. Maybe we have $25,000 in student loans. We have a $120,000 mortgage and a $20,000 car loan. So if we add all this together, and our liabilities have a total of $173,000. So to calculate our net worth, assets minus our liabilities, and our net worth comes out to be $14,000. So this is an example of how to calculate your net worth. So basically, when we talk about wealthy people, when we talk about the Jeff Bezos and the Elon Musks, or our neighbors down the street, and we call them millionaires, this is how their net worth is calculated. And most millionaires and billionaires, most of their money isn't sitting in bank accounts, in checking accounts or savings accounts, but they're invested. They're invested in the stock market, they're invested into companies, they're invested into real estate, into assets that produce them money. So the wealthy people, what they do is they take money and they put them into places that grow their money so that they can make more money. And those people that are not good with money, well, they take their money and they put it into things that lose money. So those things that are cars, those things like credit cards, buying things, going out to eat, anything you can think of. But if it's not making you money, chances are you're investing into liabilities and not assets. So I hope this example clarified how to calculate your net worth. And if you guys like this video, make sure you smash the like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do that. Hit the notification bell. More videos to come in the future. Thanks, guys.